All right, so I've been asked to do a video that shows the Typhoon running and mulching. So here you guys go. This is kind of a long video just because I'm going to explain a little bit about it. So please bear with me. So here, my operator, Kurt, is running the Bobcat T770. I think this is a 37 or a 38 GPM high flow machine. I can't remember exactly which. It runs the Typhoon just fine. If you have like an ASV or a cat or something that has a little bit higher flow, it would do a little bit better. I don't have any problems with this. I'm super happy with it, but it can't handle things like float while you're doing this. Because as you can see, the terrain here is pretty aggressive as far as like lots of dips and bumps. And if you want it to kind of float and do it, it won't do it when you're trying to mulch up piles. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're running something similar to this. He is mulching the ends of the logs and also going back and forth across the ground to remulch what has been splintered off in large pieces. We weren't chasing a lot. The scope of this job was just to get it down to below 6 foot pieces, but we didn't want to leave rounds. So everything that was a round branch, we went back and mulched. It all had to either be chips or splinters. And the client was happy with that. And so he's doing that. I am a little bit more aggressive with the machine. This here is me working with the machine another day. I had a few issues. I was trying to use the float feature and the float feature just wasn't working. And so it's a little slower here than what I would normally be going because I was experimenting with it, but it gives you a good idea of what this machine can do. So this is technically an extreme duty brush cutter. It's not specifically a tree mulcher. We, with Eric's Tree Service and the work that I do, pretty much use it 90% of the time, 95% of the time, as a tree feller and a tree mulcher. And it every once in a while touches some brush. So just kind of keep that in mind that we're really kind of using this device outside. This attachment is being used outside of its intended scope to a large degree. It works really, really well though. As you can see, it creates a lot of small chip along with the larger chip. It just depends on what the wood is like that you're running through. Here in a few minutes, you'll see that this device blows some material over and then it absolutely flips the camera backwards and it's harder to see what's going on a little bit, but you can kind of see what's happening. We have mulched trees up that were somewhere around the 28 to 30 inch diameter with this. Of course it takes a little bit longer, but it'll do it. Currently, as of this point, we have broken one blade by hitting a rock. And other than that, the stuff that we're having issues with is vibration oriented. We have one of the grade 8 bolts that hold the hydraulic motor mounted to the frame of the Typhoon. The head broke off and we had to extract that bolt, and the other 3 came loose because of the vibration once that one lock or snapped off. So we are working on some custom little things to keep all those in, like brackets that tack weld onto the bolts to keep them from spinning and that kind of stuff. And we have broken the plexiglass that's 1/2 inch thick that's in that little hole in front of the hydraulic motor. Logs just tend to push on it and hit it, and so it's cracked it. To be fair, because it's plexiglass, all the rock and debris that's hit it has marred it so much you can't really see through it anyway. It's just something there. It's kind of short-lived in its benefit of see-through, which is what Atera promotes it as. It's not a bad idea. It just doesn't work as well as they would like it to, I don't think. We're going to replace it with some expanded metal, a couple of layers of expanded metal so that you can still see through it. There's nothing there to hold dirt onto, and it'll keep big rocking stuff from flinging back and hitting the windshield or the door. So we are running a aftermarket Forestry door. It's not the Bobcat one. This is only 1/2 inch thick. It's 1 layer of 1/4 inch Lexan and 1 layer of 1/4 inch plexi is how it's set up. And I think that if I remember correctly, the Bobcat door is way more expensive. I want to say it's like this door was about $1,000. The Bobcat factory door would be somewhere close to $4,000, and it's 2 layers of 1/4 inch plexiglass and 1 layer of Lexan. So it is 3/4 inch thick, just so you have an idea.